EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Welcome to Whistling Straits in Kohler, Wisconsin. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Novelo. Frank, really amazing what man can do, shaping the land to make Wisconsin look like Scotland or Ireland or the moon, for that matter.
Well, this golf course is designed by Pete and Alice Dye, and you could say it's diabolical if you want to play it all the way off the back. Nearly 7,800 yards.
All right, Frank, we're all set to tee off here at the first 405-yard par 4 to get it going.
Yeah, that bunker down the right is sort of the line, but if you feel a little sadistic, just go all the way back, 493 yards to the great championship tee.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up? It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Frank, what's the best way to attack this first hole?
You'd like to hit your second shot just a little right of the flag. Everything slopes towards the left.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. That's not how you picture it, Frank, when you step on that first tee.
No, you'd like to go back to that first tee right now and start again.
Has this to save par. Did the job right there. Frank, here at Whistling Straits, bold is beautiful, and this second hole is certainly bold.
That it is. Bold, and if you can hit a long one down the left side, they'll open up a good view to this green. But believe me, if you miss left or right, well, you're going to find the sand.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. Second from an excellent lie. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. -2 early in the round. Now the stunning 188-yard par 3 third here at Whistling Straits.
Yeah, the green angles to the left. You have to be careful because it's well protected by those huge bunkers and dunes on the left.
Excellent shot to within 10 feet. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Nice, solid start to the round. Tee to green looks to be in command.
Yeah, it's surprising. I thought he might have been a little shaky out of the gate, but certainly proved me wrong. Oh, if this is up, it's good. I've seen some long tee shots, but it's the advantage to tee that ball up. Get it up there quickly, get the wind behind you. It's amazing how far you can hit it. And there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Drops another birdie and moves to 4 under on the day. Now the 5th hole, and Frank, what a par 5.
Well, strategic par 5. It's almost the shape of an S. That's why it's called snake. The best and most conservative way to play this hole is just simply play it as a 3-shotter. Tee shot down the left, second shot up there, and then just take the wedge in.
That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that.
Right in the heart of the fairway. Green light special. Frank, this is the way you draw it up. This is how the game's supposed to be played.
Yeah, so far, everything going according to plan.
This one has a chance to be close. Big swing right there, and a great result. And now a chance for a big swing in momentum with an eagle coming up. So makes the putt, and now at -6. Ready to hit the tee shot here at the 6th, Frank. Where are you looking to land the ball off the tee here?
Well, Rich, finally a par 4 that's not overly long. There's a little bunker down the left. That's about 250 yards. Shouldn't have a problem carrying that, but it's the next two, just up ahead around the 330 mark. Just keep it a little short of that, short iron in.
Those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Setting up for another approach, our featured golfer has continued that excellent play from earlier in the round.
Indeed, there's no better feeling in the world than when you know you're firing on all cylinders. Hitting fairways, second shot's just going straight at the flag. Right now, everything is working.
Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man. Really use this one. It's for birdie. That's a 3rd birdie on the day. Another magnificent hole here at Whistling Straits. Nothing but water on the right and a huge drop-off down to the beach.
Yeah, if you're struggling with your golf, just take a little breath and look right. It'll be a great elixir.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Just an incredible shot. That is a very makeable putt after a great approach. Well played. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Frank, the train is rolling down the tracks right now.
Just check another one off.
Frank, check out all the bunkers on the right.
I can't count them on one hand, that's for sure. Just another example of how Pete Dye has gone to work in the way in which he's protected these holes.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good look at birdie. Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better.
wow, touch of a locksmith out there, making everything.
Yeah, and the result, yet another birdie too. Totally in command.
Frank, what about this downhill shot off the tee and the idea that you just want to sort of let that ball run toward the green down the hill?
Well, Pete Dye just gives you so many different looks throughout the front 9 of Whistling Straits, and this really is the first example of this, plus the swirling winds that are created by that sort of tree and mounding on the right of this green. Quite spectacular.
This is going to play a lot shorter. It is a steep hill down to the green. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
So a tester from 4 feet. Well, there's impressive, and then there's mind-boggling. We're at mind-boggling now. 10 under par. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
That was a solid strike and a good result.
I've heard of being on the zone, but this is he's just making it look so easy.
Just sensational golf. I mean, he is knocking down every flagstick right now. What a performance. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. We're now at the 11th hole, and this is a huge par 5. 645 yards, Frank, that's a biggie.
And plus, this hole bends to the right, which sort of makes you think that you can hit it down the right side. But if you miss down the right, there's just a multitude of bunkers that'll swallow up that ball, and you're nearly guaranteed to make at least 6.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up and getting ready for the putt. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
I mean, this is amazing, Frank. He has knocked down every flagstick and a chance here for 6 birdies in a row.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. 6?
150 yards left to the flagstick here. This is just a superb performance. Great round to this point, Frank, and you can really see that reflected in his mood today.
Yeah, it just looks too easy. Swinging the club beautifully. Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Knocking down all the shots today, now at 13 under. Frank, here at the 13th, it's pretty obvious where the trouble is.
Yeah, all right, that's for sure, plus Lake Michigan there if you go even further right. But at 402 yards, don't have to hit driver down here. Even a 3-wood and a wedge would get you home here. So remember, fairway first, then set up the scoring chance. There's always advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you put the two together, it's just straight up a head start.
This is a good-looking shot. That's a nice approach shot. It's about 15 feet away. A good chance for a birdie.
It's that sneaky distance.
Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Now to the par 4 14th. It is a dogleg left, about 396 yards.
Yeah, it really narrows up around that 300-yard mark. So this is another hole, really, where you don't need a driver. But somehow you've got to get that ball in the fairway. Remember, 250 yards only leaves 145 in.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough. What does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Putting all of his talents on display here from the rough, and he knocks it really close. Beautiful shot. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Ready to go here at the 15th tee, and by the looks of it, Frank, we should have brought the swimsuits and some sunscreen.
It's very picturesque, that's for sure, but don't get fooled by its beauty. This is an absolute beast at 503 yards and sets up a very, very tough finish to Whistling Straits.
Now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours. Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Well, that's how you keep a round going, make putts just like that. Getting set to take on the finishing holes here at Whistling Straits. How do you close this out on the right foot, Frank?
Well, this is the shortest of the 4 par 5s at 568 yards. There's a big crop of bunkers down the right side. Just a driver off those is certainly going to make this par 5 reachable.
But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, sir.
That is classy.
No chance of going in.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Eagle on the call. All right, Frank, you want to win a major championship? 250 yards, 17th hole, trouble everywhere. Hit your pants up and get it going.
Yeah, easier said than done.
Here we go. Pretty good shot. That ball settles in about 13 feet away.
You'd like to think unlucky for some, but birdie putt coming up.
Wow, what a birdie. Frank, quite a finishing hole, and that's as it should be. This is, after all, a major championship.
Well, you can see why Bubba Watson, Martin Keimer, Dustin Johnson have played well here. This finishing hole requires the long hitter's best tee shot, preferably just a little down the right side, because that's the safer side to be.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Frank, one last full swing. What are they looking at here at 18?
Well, even with a good tee shot, you're left with a long yardage in, so chances are you're hitting a long iron all the way across 7 Mile Creek, which wraps around the front and the left side. So this is going to take your best second shot.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read. And missed out on that second part. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Frank, that was an impressive round out there today.
Couldn't agree more, Rich. We've seen some great shots out there, and I'm excited to see how the rest of this tournament plays out.